Good afternoon, Chris Corum here at CTST 2008 in Orlando, Florida, and we're talking with Guy Vancollie, the Vice President of Marketing for CoreStreet. And we've known CoreStreet for a long time for their FIPS 201 related products, their PKI offerings, and the PivMan product. But you're talking at this conference also about the card-connected access control technology that I think is an exciting and interesting application and twist on traditional access control. Can you tell us a little about it?
Sure, Chris. It's basically card-connected technology is based on our same intellectual property basis, which, let's say, is used in the different product lines from CoreStreet. But with card-connected technology, we basically extend access control, central access control, to disconnected remote locks, and thereby allow companies to basically vastly expand the number of locations, facilities, assets that can be protected cost effectively.
So it's a bridging then of the what was traditionally the online access control and offline access control environments. Is that accurate?
It's a solution that provides the best of both worlds.
Okay.
If you look at centralized wired access control, it's, let's say, the next plus ultra. It's what people really want to do, but it's quite expensive to connect a wired lock.
Sure.
It goes all the way probably up to $4,000 or $5,000. Then on the other hand, you have disconnected locks, which people know about. It's cheaper to implement, but it's not managed within your PAX environment.
Right.
And basically you have not a big investment up front, but you have a big operational cost, because whenever there's a change, someone has to go by with a PDA to update the access control list, to pick up the logs.
Right.
And so what we're offering with Card Connected is basically, it's the best of both worlds. You don't have to invest in the panels and the wires, but you can still have your disconnected logs managed as part of your physical access control system, be part of one management environment. The creative idea there is that rather than having wires that connect the locks, you basically use a smart card to bring to retrieve the logs from the lock, and basically to carry around your privileges from your PAC system to your disconnected locks.
Right. And when we say using the smart card, you're using the actual card holders, the users of the system smart cards, to pick up information from the locks and bring it back and forth.
That's exactly right. It's, let's say, for older listeners, if you want, it's a modern version of SneakerNet.
SneakerNet, all right.
It's using card holders with their smart card as the network. And I think that's the creative idea. Now, if you do that, let's say the information that is carried around is, if you want, public, it's on the card.
Right.
So that's where the security part comes in. You need to make sure that information can be altered, can be changed, and that's where, let's say, our deep knowledge and understanding of security, cryptography comes into play, and we basically make sure that information is signed, can be checked and verified at the lock, by the lock itself, and basically can be hacked, basically.
Okay. And so when say I'm a user of an access control system in my company's offices, I pick up information from one door into my smart card, just as the normal process of opening my door.
Exactly.
How does that get back into the system then?
Okay. So basically, at a couple of strategic locations, maybe the front entrance, you basically have, let's say, a reader that can read and write data to your smart card.
Okay.
That's where, let's say, when you enter in the morning, your access privileges for the day or for the week, whatever the system is defined for, will be written to your smart card, and you then carry it around to get access or be refused access to the different points in the system. It might be the computer room, or it might be maybe in a medical environment, a medicine cabinet to which you can get access. Now, every time you do that, you also pick up logs from, let's say, those different locks, and the next time you go to the front door, those logs get entered back into your PAC system.
So the information I collect at the disconnected locks is being transmitted back to the online locks at the front doors or the main entry points of the building. That's great.
And that's how from a management perspective, if you look at your pack system, whether it's, for example, a Lenel on guard system, you see every activity on one panel, whether it's from our wired logs or from your remote disconnected logs.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be doors. It could be padlocks, safe locks, cabinet locks. It's a very flexible, let's say, system.
Okay. And how about we talked a little earlier about the ecosystem involved with that, and the idea that it's not just as easy to have an idea for this. There's a lot of pieces and parts that have to be pulled together. Yeah. Who are the companies that are offering this technology now with CoreStreet?
Let's say the basic connected technology basically is something we bring to market. However, there's a lot of partners to ultimately offer our customers a total solution.
Right.
You need to have the electronic logs be ready for connected technology. So we have relationships with ASA Abloy, we have a relationship with CABA access control, which basically led to the CABA ePlex. It's the 5900, I believe, which is the connected log.
Okay.
So that covers the log side of things. Then you also need to make sure that connected integrates into your physical access control system.
Right.
And just a couple of weeks ago, we had a joint announcement with Lenel that we were certified for OnGuard, basically working with their system. And then you also need to look at, within the physical access control world, how do solutions reach customers? Quite often, most often, there's a system integrator involved. So we build up the relationship with Securitas System, they're now called Niskaya, to reach the market, and through a distribution agreement with Infront, we basically reached the vast community of Lenel resellers. So putting the different pieces together to bring the connected idea, the solution, to market has been quite a challenge, but it's there now.
Great. All right, well, congratulations, and I appreciate your time.
Much.
We've been speaking with Guy Vancollie, the Vice President of Marketing for CoreStreet here at the CTST event in Orlando, and we'll see you around the show floor. Thanks.